First, you're gonna cut up some potatoes, like potato chip kind of looking things. They don't have to be perfect. Put them in there. Put the oven to 350. I'm probably gonna do 400 for an hour. It's like a potato white sauce thing. You want to rinse your potatoes and peel them. So, and nobody's perfect. I'm not trying to be Gordon Ramsay. I don't want to be. He can be Gordon Ramsay, and I will be Chef Shelby. He's used cheese meals, casseroles that I lived off of, and there was no problem with that. You know, on a budget, and there was no problem with growing up on a budget, none at all. I mean, girls bullied me, and I didn't care. So that's your opinion. That's what you want to believe. And you know, and yes, on Thursdays, whatever's left, Friday night, Dad and brother can eat, but most likely my brother eats his own stuff, unless he sees something he likes of mine, and then he eats mine without asking, which is so funny because growing up, I got in so much trouble if I didn't ask. You know, if I wasn't like, hey, can I have this? You know, Mom was way different with me and my sister than she was with her boy. So yeah. Anyway, you just want to cut them just like this, like the way I'm holding it, just like that, any way you want, but you want like a bite, like a nice something where you can take a fork and just chop it up or eat it with your fork. So I like a little, you know, bite, just my opinion of a potato. Everyone's different, everyone cooks different, everyone does things different, so you just want them like that, and then I'm going to put them in the thing. Perfect. So I had a can white sauce I was going to use Prego, but my mom used it for her dinner. She didn't ask, but just whatever, it's fine, but like that. And then you're gonna do some salt. You're gonna put some pepper. And you want some flavor with these deliciousness. I also sprayed Pam in the pan, or the cooking, what do we want to call this? Garlic powder. I like to have lots of flavor, especially because the potatoes are bland. My new favorite thing, paprika. You want to get some water. That much water. And you just want to splatter it in this casserole dish. The casserole dish. Just for, you know. I'll do one more. Got that much. And you just, there you go. Then you want to add more seasoning. You want to make sure it's very seasoned. Potatoes are very, very bland. Drawer because I have like everything and some Italian seasoning. It's up to you what you want to put. Alright, some paprika. Whoa, that came out. This is gonna be some strong. Okay, and we're gonna put that in the oven for about an hour, and then I will be back frying up my sausage and onions and mushrooms. Guys, the next part, you guys can wash your hands. You guys can do bacon or chicken or even hamburger. It doesn't have to be sausage, but at the store the only sausage they had was this, so I've been cutting them up into things like that to put in my casserole dish. But I'm gonna fry it up first. Of course, I have the pan right here, and I'm frying it up in some. But first, I gotta get my sausage. I use what I have in the house, what I've had in the freezer, and I have the sausage freezer for a little bit. So, like, I need, I was raised to use what you got. Don't throw a fit. I was raised, the boys need the fed first. Just that kind of stuff. But it's nice to have my own money so I can make lunches and stuff. I don't, I do help pay for rent and my own food and my own cell bill and electricity and all that. So, yeah. But you just want to cut into tiny. You don't have to, but like this size. I'm just taking scissors, which will be washed, and put them in the sink so they can be washed. And you just cut the sausage like that. Like I said, you can use bacon, you can use chicken, you can use, you don't even have to use meat if you don't want to. You just want a casserole with potatoes and corn and mushrooms and onions and white sauce. That's totally fine too. But I like some meat in my meals, just saying. It gives me energy, it gives me, okay. It gives me, and if you want to take the plastic parts that are coming off the sausage off, that's up to you. That would be better. It's a little more to do, but and then you just want to take those parts out of the way. Wash your hands again. I have to be careful what soap I use because I have very fragile skin. I always have since I was a kid. It's just like earrings. I can't wear earrings. So yeah, I've tried all the earrings, trust me. All that people have said, love it. So, okay. Then you can come over here and fry it up. And you're gonna add mushrooms and onions. I'll be back. Or you're gonna put your white sauce, and then you're gonna add cheese, and then put corn on top, so it looks like this. So, and then I'll be back when it's all done.